And here we go. Trevor Amon will get us underway. He is accompanied up top by Anthony Powell tonight, Tony Perez, and Ricky Becerra, the strike options on the bench. And we are underway here in Denton. Carlos Flores goes wide for Brock Pope. And that one is quickly intercepted by Ellett before Serda comes back with it and finds Pope. Pope with space down this right-hand flank looking for Amon, can't find him. Instead comes the way of Irving, and they'll go long looking for Conway. Doyle intervenes first. Second ball won by Pope. Amon challenging up here against Adams. Does well to keep that one in, and now finds Carlos Flores. Diablo with an early chance. Can Flores reach it? Just over the line. A little bit too much on that ball. And we'll have our first goal kick of the game for Irving. Another hot night here in Denton. Temperatures ranging around the low 90s. I'm sure it is a little bit worse than that on the turf as Juan gets his first kick of the ball. He'll go long. Serda with the initial win. Second one is won by Irving and then eventually falls to Warren, who goes long for Powell. Amon now looking wide. He has Manriquez. Manriquez into the box, dancing, goes for the early cross. Ball lays at the top of the box where it falls to Serda. He thinks about a shot. One spin move, another spin move. Falls to Amon. Amon goes for the quick shot. That's deflected away. And the Diablos will have their first corner of the night after a very positive start here. Very well done by Carlos Manriquez to get the ball into the box. Spin move by Serda, and then eventually Amon sees his shot just deflected wide. Diablo is definitely playing with a little bit of intensity. Remember the last game they were at, they fell down 2-0 to Midland within the opening 15 minutes. Definitely trying to reverse that fortune here tonight. This is Brandon Serda to take. This one comes in, raised high, up. Warren with the initial flick, can't get over it. And now Irving will look to break. Aimed long for Ugo. Garcia will claim it instead and go back for Diaz. Diaz under the challenge of Ugo does very well to collect and find Doyle. Manriquez with the cheeky touch. Kept in there by Yasub Flores before Carlos Flores loses it out to Conway. Ball played long for Ugo again. He'll just reach it, send in the early cross behind everybody and onto the feet of Serda. Serda looking to slow things down and does just that by finding Garcia. And now Serda on the far side of the pitch. Space to run into. Powell making a run ahead of him, and now he'll find him. Powell up here against Adams. And now Serda again, very involved in the opening touches here. Carlos Flores can't turn, and Irving come away with it here through Croak. Brilliant tackle by Yasub Flores, but Croak still has the ball, and now he'll look to switch it to Conway. Instead goes all the way wide to Dobbs. Adams now has this one down for Zarate. And now inside for Alvarado. Referee going to stop play there, say there was a foul on Powell in favor of Irving. And Irving will get a free kick from the 40-yard line. Adams now, options either side of him, looks to go forward. Now Ellett. Poor pass there leads to a Denton throw-in. And the sun is in the eyes of the Diablos players here in this first half. Here's Powell. Lays it off for Amon. Amon looking for the run of Manriquez. Can't find him. This one will go all the way back to Juan in net. Played short for Jenkinson. And here comes the high press of the Diablos. Adams just has to clear. Can't find a teammate. Instead finds Jasub Flores. Warren not on the same page with Manriquez, and Irving looked to break here again with Ugo. Ugo does well to avoid two challenges, and he's fouled in the second one by Jasub Flores. We'll have another free kick for Irving coming up. Taken short by Croak to Jenkinson. And now Croak with time to get his head up. That one's blocked initially by Manriquez. Second one played long towards Ugo. And eventually just cleared up and out of play by Warren. Alvarado with the cheeky Maradona there. But not cheeky enough to get around Warren as here comes Carlos Flores. Powell can't find him, but does earn his side of throw-in. And the quick fire start to the game for the Diablos continues. Referee not going to let Jasub Flores steal any yards there. And with Trevor Amon going down line, he'll look to find him. Amon with the flick. Only finds Adams. And the ball will now be settled by Irving. Amon still applying pressure, forcing Irving long into a giveaway where Doyle will collect. He has Pope out wide right, and now he'll use him. Pope up here against Ellett. Looking to take him on. And then having to slow down and go back for Garcia. Garcia straight back to Pope. A little bit too much time on the ball there for Pope as he's dispossessed. And now Irving can come away with Lopez on the near side. He'll go long looking for Ugo, but only finding Doyle. Pope thought about going long, instead opts to go back to his center back, Doyle. And now Warren has space to dribble into. Powell now does very well to keep that. Has Manriquez outside of him, Flores inside of him. Looking for Jasub Flores and finding him. And now Manriquez with space out wide. Cross comes in early, aimed at the back post towards Brandon Cerda. He can't get it. Rock Pope on the second one, and the field goal is good. Straight through the uprights by Brock Pope. Unfortunately, wrong type of football, and it will be a goal kick. Juan looking long here for Ellett. His flicked header isn't going to find a teammate. Instead, Doyle takes over under pressure by Ugo. Ugo started more on the right wing, but has since shifted centrally, leaving Conway on that right wing. Bad giveaway in the midfield by Manriquez, and Conway can break. Options ahead of him, looking for Ugo, hits the back of his foot. And Manriquez again under the challenge of Conway. And he concedes a corner. So corner kick for Irving, their first one of the game. And the corner kick is flicked away. Apologies about the clock there. We have it going now. It is correct. There's nothing doing on the corner kick for Irving there. And they'll just drop back into their defensive shape, allowing Adams and Jenkinson to get back into their center back roles. Lopez now, quick 1-2 down that right-hand side. He'll go inside for Conway, looking for Alvarado, but the flag is up. Referee sees it now, and it will be a free kick for the Diablos. Warren will just find his goalkeeper and then get it straight back. Flores can't keep the ball in. It will be a throw-in for Irving. Good pressure there by Tim Ugo. Him and Conway seem to have a good understanding of when one goes inside, the other plays that right wing position. They've switched a couple times already, something to definitely keep an eye on if you're a Denton defender, wondering where they will be all night. There's Juan now. He looks long. Only finds Doyle, who flicks it straight up. Garcia challenging, winning the first one. Second one controlled here by Elliott. Can't get around Cerda. Miscommunication in the midfield by Irving, and Croak does incredibly well to come away with it. Alvarado now. Options down the left, and they have it. Irving could be in here. Irving up here against Diaz. Diaz with a great save. Quick off his line, makes himself big, and Diaz does well to deny Irving an early opening goal. Well played by the goalkeeper, regaining his starting position tonight, as he did not get to feature in the game against Midland, but showing just why he should be starting right there. As Carlos Flores now, space on the right-hand side. He'll go for the early cross, comes off of Adams, and the Diablos will have yet another corner. Brendan Cerda to take. This one comes in, aimed high. Pope looked there first, couldn't win it. Second one, won by Adams. Ugo now looking to clear. Kicks this one straight in the air near the top of the box. Adams does well to deal with Pope, and the second ball is picked up by Irving, and they have a chance here. Here's Conway. Alvarado has an option in front of him. He'll use him. Alvarado up here against Diaz, and Diaz telling Alvarado to get to the weight room real quick. Absolutely sends him to the ground, making sure he knows whose penalty box that is. Good save by Diaz. A little too heavy on the pass from Conway for Alvarado to really have a shot. But Irving showing their intelligence and their ability to counter-attack on this Diablos team. Doyle looked to pick out the run of Powell. He'll win the second header. And now Brendan Cerda will come away with it up here against Elliott. Great challenge there by Grayson Elliott as his sliding challenge takes the ball over the line for a throw-in. He's remained down here. Looks to be favoring that left ankle. Trying to walk it off. And we will play on. Cerda now. Looking for the early cross, blocked away there by Zarate. Pope is dispossessed, and the ball is just cleared. Nothing really doing there, but a poor touch by Doyle allows Alvarado to come away with it. Alvarado now looking to beat Doyle for pace. Cuts back inside. Just going to slow things down and get his midfield involved. Alvarado now looking long, aimed for Ugo. Only finding Yusuf Flores as his header will eventually fall to Ugo. This one's aimed for Conway, but Doyle steps in and nods that one back to his keeper. The captain, Warren, now. 2 goals so far on the season for him. He'll look to spread the field here with a brilliant pass to Pope. Can he reach it? He can. Pope now in the corner. Options in the middle. Low-driven ball will be cleared by Jenkinson. Not enough on that one. Looks like Anthony Powell wanted it towards the back post. But what a pass that was by the captain, Owen Warren. Here's Manriquez. He's looking for options. Not on the same page as Powell there, but Manriquez does good to take it right back. He'll go inside looking for Amon, and Amon can't find Powell either. Nothing doing there for the referee. As Carlos Flores remains on the ground. And the referee still giving no foul, and we'll play on here. Here's Pal. He'll go wide for Cerda. Cerda aim for the back post. Manriquez is there, has Carlos Flores as an option, but too much on that one, and he can't find him. Adon Garcia put under pressure. And now Brock Pope in some space. Thought about the early cross. Now he will send in the cross. Low driven, comes to Adams. He can't clear it. Manriquez can't get a touch on the second one, but it should be a Diablo's throw. Never mind, they'll say it did touch Manriquez. It will be an Irving throw. Brilliant sliding challenge by Flores there on Alvarado. And now Manriquez looks to go down the left-hand side. Can't get around Lopez, and it will be a throw-in for Irving. Looks to be a switch in midfield now. Brandon Cerda coming to play this left center mid position, and Carlos Manriquez going to play that right-sided midfield position. Definitely a tactical change early by head coach Ramon Raya. Here's Conway, a little meg on Garcia. And Alvarado can't do the same to Carlos Flores. And now there will be a free kick given against Carlos Flores. And he'll jump in front of that free kick to stop it being taken quickly, and he'll pick up the game's first yellow card for his actions. Croak to take. Very few numbers up for Irving. Their center backs are staying behind the play. And this one will just go short to Lopez. Lopez does well to turn away from Cerda. And now looks for Ugo in space. Flores with the sliding challenge. Second ball by Warren is just cleared out of play for a throw-in. So this near side, this right-hand side for Irving, definitely the source of a lot of their success so far. Brandon Cerda being shifted over to deal with just that. Lopez goes short to Ugo, back to Lopez. He leaves Cerda on the ground. Now Yusuf Flores looks to clear. Second time of asking, he will, and Pal's able to pick the ball up. Pal tries to settle, but can't keep it. Ellett does extremely well there, and then looks to find Conway inside. Garcia up against Alvarado. And now Carlos Flores finds Manriquez. Manriquez looking for his options. Under pressure here by Zarate, and Zarate will concede the throw in favor of the Diablos. Pope switches the field. So this one goes all the way out wide to Yusub Flores. And now Brandon Cerda on the ball. One-on-one with Lopez. Looks to go for the low-driven cross. Only finds Adams. Ball finds its way to Pope. Manriquez thought about the shot. Had Pal maybe was the better option down low there. But he'll get another bite at the cherry as he has the ball now. Looking to lay off Pope, but Conway does very well to come away with it instead. And now Adams. First ball is won by Yusuf Flores, but a poor pass by Brandon Cerda will concede possession. He'll take the ball right back as Carlos Flores looks to switch the play. He'll do just that to Manriquez. And now Pope with space to run into if he can go around. Instead, eyes to find Manriquez. Manriquez now driving towards goal. He'll slow down and switch play for Brandon Cerda. Cerda looks for the one-touch pass inside to Amon. Can't find him. And now Irving trying to beat the high press of Denton. They do very well. And look to be a foul there by Warren, just getting in the way of Alvarado as he looked to be definitely in behind the defense. They want a card. And they might just get their way. And Warren picks up the second yellow card of the game, both going to Diablo's players. So definitely something to watch with Carlos Flores and Owen Warren now on yellow cards. Croak going long. Pope wins the initial one. Second one settled by Zarate. He'll find Ellett. And Ellett's pass is too long for his target. Pope going long. Can't get it over Ellett. Instead, it's Adams coming away with it. Hard challenge there by Amon. And the referee will now blow for it as advantage has gone. Croak aiming long, only finding Pope. Ellett's touch is a little haywire as Powell comes away with it. He'll look long for Amon. Can't get that one over Adams. And then Pope intercepts again. Adon Garcia under pressure, and he'll lose out. And the referee says play on. Here goes Ugo. Alvarado out to his right. Ugo going for the shot himself. Blocked there by Warren. Second one still picked up by Irving. Danger still not gone. Alvarado going for it, but the flag is up. It will be offside. Outstanding work by the captain there, putting his body on the line and blocking the shot from Ugo. And here comes Warren. Amon losing the ball. This one played long by Yasub, but too long as it will fall into the hands of Cody Wan. First one won by Doyle, headed right back by Irving. And Pope will just see this one over the line. Cheeky touch by Amon, finds Manriquez. Manriquez can't connect with Powell. And then Jenkinson does extremely well to avoid the challenge of Amon. Manriquez comes back to try to get the ball, but this won't come last off of him. It will go out of play for an Irving throw. So no clear-cut chances for either team as of yet, as we are past the midway point in this first half. A couple half chances for each side. Best one probably falling Irving's way, but Michael Diaz was equal to the task. And we still await the breakthrough. Warren looking long, sees that one get intercepted. And now Alvarado again. Looking long for Ugo. Ugo could be in here. Flores as well to get goal side. Ugo slows down, sizes up, tries to cross it in, but only finds Garcia. Conway with his arms raised at the back post, frustrated that his teammate couldn't find him instead. And they'll say this one went out of play as Brandon Serda takes it over the line. So a throw-in coming up for Irving. Zarate weaving through traffic. And a little bit too much weaving as he carries it over the line out of play. It will be a Diablo's goal kick. Enriquez looks long and finds Powell. Powell goes inside to Amon. Amon with options either side of him has Powell back to his right, and now he uses him. Powell, can he get there? He can. Just ahead of Elliott. Looks to go in for the shot. Hits off of Adams. Second one falls to Carlos Flores. Can he get around Lopez? He cannot. Brilliant tackle by the defender for Irving. And he'll just clear his lines as this one will go all the way down, but kept in by Yusuf Flores. Serda loses possession. Conway could be away here, and they find him. Conway. Alvarado on the far side up here against Doyle. He'll look for his teammate Alvarado. Adon Garcia with a sliding challenge, and just enough on it to see the ball go past him. So it looked like there was a shove after the play there, potentially by Alvarado on Diaz. Maybe trying to get him back for that earlier one where Diaz stood his ground. Bit of a cheap shot, if you will, by Alvarado. Referee looks like he's going to have a talking to with the player about it. Alvarado pleading his case. No yellow card, but Alvarado definitely no longer in the referee's good graces. And now he will get the yellow card. Yellow card shown to Alvarado for dissent. So 3 yellow cards this first half, 2 for Denton. And now Irving sees their first yellow card of the night. Referee has everything sorted out, and we'll get back underway with a throw-in. Zarate dancing in the box. Plays it off for Ugo. He thinks about the shot. This one's deflected, and Yusuf Flores will clear. But only as far as Lopez. Conway with a meg on Yusuf Flores. Looks to keep dancing. Goes for the spectacular shot. Blocked and headed away. And Carlos Flores are on the same page with Anthony Powell there. Ugo now, he goes inside. Cleaned up by Warren, and then cleaned up again by Doyle. Doyle with space to go into, and now opts to go forward for Trevor Amon. Last off an Irving player. We'll have a throw in for Denton coming up. Amon with a cheeky shoulder dip goes for the spectacular. And it would have truly needed to be spectacular to beat Juan from that range at that angle, as that one goes wide for a goal kick. Manriquez steps up to intercept. Second ball is won by Adams, and very well that he did win that, because Powell would have had a route to goal if he didn't. Here's Powell again, able to turn and run at the defenders. And now Pope with Manriquez outside of him. Early ball by Manriquez goes straight to Juan in net. No trouble for the goalkeeper. Denton really yet to trouble Cody Wan in net. Still yet to really fashion a genuine opportunity. Irving have had a few to themselves, but unable to beat the figure of Michael Diaz. Here's Croak. He'll go long. Pope lays it off for his goalkeeper, but it won't matter as the player was offside. And it looks like we will have a water break right now. So, water break will stop the clock. Let me know in the comments your thoughts on the game so far. I'm happy to answer any of them. And as we wait for this water break, once again, just let me know your thoughts in the chat about the game so far. Anything you like, anything you don't like, something you want to see more of. And I will respond to any and all that I can. Thank you. As the players take their places, we'll begin again with the Diablos taking the ball upfield. And here's Pope. Can the Diablos strike quick after the water break? Pope looking to go down the line. Megs Ellett, but can't get around the second defender as this one's cleared only as far as Garcia. Cerda now up against Lopez. Looking to take him on one-on-one. Generates half a yard. Header comes in by Amon, but straight at Cody Wan in net. Best chance so far of the night for Denton. Just not enough placement on that header. Definitely had the power, but the placement was straight to the goalkeeper's hands. Catching practice for Cody Wan in net. Warren wins the first one over Conway, and here comes Amon again. Amon up here against Jenkinson. And Jenkinson will have the ball come off of him last and out of play for a corner kick. Brendan Cerda to take. Warren the obvious target. This one floated up over him to the back post. Adams wins the initial one. And Manriquez will just watch this one go over the line. Denton will have another corner kick. Taken quickly. Ball goes up. Last came off of Warren, and it will be a goal kick. Zarate now finds Ugo, and now Conway. Conway looking for Ugo again, and Ugo has space on this right-hand side. Can he find the back post? He'll look to do it. Instead, only finding Doyle. But Tim Ugo definitely proving to be a problem for the Diablos here tonight. Cerda given space to carry the ball into. Looks inside for Amon. Only finds an Irving defender. Irving just seemed to be a little bit quicker, a little bit faster. First to the ball tonight. As Croak goes for the spectacular. A little bit too much, but Michael Diaz was definitely interested as he saw that one just float over his bar. As all goalkeepers should, he will tell you he had that one covered. But he definitely looked to be interested in that long shot from Croak. Pope looking long, instead only finding an Irving player, and they'll go on the counter attack again. Ugo leading the charge. He has Lopez out wide right, and he'll use him. Lopez aims toward the back post, but nobody home. It'll be another goal kick for the Diablos. Yasub Flores now. Finds his brother, who's immediately dispossessed by Jenkinson. Yasub still battling. Looked to be a foul there by Zarate. And both teams now have 2 yellow cards as Carlos Zarate sees his name taken to the book. Bit of a cheap push after the play on Yasub Flores. So Carlos Zarate and Mark Alvarado for Irving, and Carlos Flores and Owen Warren for Denton. 4 players on yellow cards as we go under 9 minutes to play in regular time here in the first half. Warren looking for some sort of set piece play, but not on the same page with his forwards as this one's going to be intercepted and Irving have a chance to counter again. Alvarado looking long. Warren's able to collect calmly. And now Yasub and now Serda. Serda continuing to try to go down that line. Comes off of Lopez and out of play for another Diablos throw. Referee just making sure the throw-in is taken from the proper spot. And now the ball will come in and go straight back to Yasub. He'll play it inside to Serda. He's going to lose possession there. Zarate comes away with it. And he'll just clear it upfield as much he can. It'll be basically a do-over on the throw-in for the Diablos. Yasub with the early ball. Far too much on that one, and we'll have a goal kick coming up here for Irving. Croak under immediate pressure by Carlos Flores, and he might have given it away here. Very well done by Cody Wan. But the Diablos showing that that high press is still here, is going nowhere, and they will press you if you try to play out of the back in a lazy fashion against them. Justin Croak nearly on the wrong end of that, but bailed out by Cody Wan. He was quick off his line. Well played to the goalkeeper for Irving. As this long throw can't find Conway. Serda with space to run into. He continues to go some fancy footwork and another field goal that is good for the Diablos as Serda blasts this one far over the bar through the uprights, and we'll have a goal kick. First header's won by Warren. Second one by Flores. Powell in there challenging, and now Croak looking long. Gets around Pope. Irving could be in here. Options inside of him. Shot comes in. Blocked away by Diaz. Second one, a golden chance missed. A golden chance missed for Irving. It was the initial shot by Conway, was saved by Diaz, but he left the rebound with the door open, and Irving just unable to capitalize. Far and away the best chance we've seen here tonight. And the scores remain locked at 0. Here comes Zarate. Alvarado, options ahead of him. Conway making a run. He'll look for him, but too much. Not on the same page. Conway throws his arms up in frustration again. Diablo's kind of gliding into halftime here. They're going to need to step on the gas a little bit if they don't want to concede one before half. Or could they turn it around fully and get one themselves? Let's see. Here comes Carlos Flores. Manriquez looking for Powell. Can't quite find him. It's Adams who picks the ball up instead. Weird deflection, and we will have a throw-in for the Diablos. Poor touch by Yusuf Flores, but a worse touch by Lopez, and the Diablos still have the ball. So it's given right back, and now here comes Zarate. Alvarado and Conway in front of him. Pope steps up to intercept that. Can't quite find a teammate, and now Lopez lays it off for Jenkinson. Doyle given space to run into if he chooses to do so. Carlos Flores making a run through the middle. And now Pope. Pope looking for the big switch to Yusuf Flores. Can he get there ahead of Lopez? He cannot. Lopez with a lovely little sombrero over Yusuf Flores. And now the foul will be called. Advantage was played for a minute, but Yusuf Flores was tugging on the back of Lopez there. And it will be an Irving free kick. Ball played long. Conway to challenge. Pope wins the initial one. And he will send that one out of the stadium into the tennis courts next door. So 15 love Denton as Ellett breaks away. Not on the same page with his strike partner, and now Manriquez tries to dance his way out of midfield and does exactly that as the Diablos continue to break. Garcia ahead of Flores. Manriquez inside of him. He opts to go to Garcia. Instead, it's Adams who will step in and cut out that counterattack. Pope thought about the early cross. Now looking to go back, and he'll do just that as Warren takes the ball. Played long here. Conway to chase. Doyle gets there first, and a lovely drop of the shoulder buys him some time. He'll look long for Pope. What a pass that is. Inch perfect pass from Doyle. Amon now looking to create some space. Runs into a wall of white. And Irving will just kick it out of play. Two players not on the same page there. So we're into the final 45 seconds of the half. best chance of the half falling the way of Irving. Diablos haven't created much. They look to steal one at the end. Instead, it's Irving who tried to kick the ball free, only finding Warren. Brilliant step by Adams, and then he comes away with it again. Ugo now looking to create his own space. Can he get there ahead of Warren? He cannot, as the captain goes back for his goalkeeper, Diaz. Garcia now with space to run into. We're into added time. This one played long, but too long for Powell. And I'm hearing there will be 3 added minutes of time. Ugo does really well just to keep possession for his side there. Dropping back very deep into midfield as this one's given away by Adams. Carlos Flores kind of waiting for a ball that never came, but Manriquez steps in and wins it. Now Carlos Flores has Powell on the right, and he'll use him. Powell cutting inside at Adams, goes for the spectacular. Kind of a shot cross hybrid there. Couldn't really find his teammate. And that one will go overplay for a goal kick as we are now 1 minute into added time. One of the 3 added minutes has been played. Juan just going to take his time with this one. Doyle steps in to win the initial header. Amon doesn't challenge for the second one, but Cerda takes it away. Given away there by Amon. And then given right back by Irving. Doyle with a quick feet to get around his man. Amon finds Carlos Flores. Carlos Flores with Cerda out to his left, and now he'll use him. Brandon Cerda space to cross. Instead, elects to dribble at his opponent. Sits him down. Cross comes in. Cleared away, but only as far as Manriquez. And now Adan Garcia. Manriquez again. Manriquez still. And eventually cleared by Irving. Irving just looking to see this one through to half. Diablo's really looking to capitalize on the good couple minutes of added time here. If they could steal a goal, that would be huge for the momentum of the game. And here they come again. Cerda up against Zarate. Lopez coming over to help. Cerda looking to get the cross in. Comes off of Lopez. We'll have a corner kick. Very little time remaining here in this first half. Could be the final action of the first half right here. Taken short, flicked by Manriquez, and then cleared by Irving. Yusuf sends it straight back in. Flicked there by Adams. And not enough time for the corner, as that will be halftime. The score here at half, your Denton Diablo 0, Irving FC 0. If you have any questions, comments about the game, feel free to drop them in the chat at halftime. Until then, we will see you for the second half. Midfielder able to settle.